So, let me get this straight, Mary said, raising an eyebrow. A hot wife is a married woman who has fun with her husband? Sally shook her head. No, Mary, you're not listening. A hot wife gets permission from her husband to have fun with other guys. Her husband actually enjoys it when she does. Mary gaped at her. You've got to be kidding me. What kind of normal, red-blooded man enjoys his wife sleeping with someone else? You're making this up. I swear it's true, Sally insisted. The internet is full of stories about guys who love sharing their wives. They call it sharing and think it's their way of showing how confident they are in their relationship. Mary shook her head in disbelief. That's ridiculous. Guys don't share. What kind of nonsense are you reading? Here, look at this. Sally turned her laptop around to show Mary the screen. This is one of the most popular erotic literature sites. Look how many stories guys have written about wanting to share their wives. It's a thing. Mary frowned. I'm sorry, but I can't believe this nonsense. Have you talked to Harold about it? Sally admitted. I mentioned it, and he wasn't exactly thrilled with the idea. But I think he'll come around, especially if you can talk Jimmy into letting you do it. To Jimmy? Oh, hell no, Mary said, throwing her hands up. I can't even imagine what he'd say to that idea. Come on, Mary, Sally said with a grin. Jimmy is crazy about you. He'd do anything you asked. Just think about how much fun we could have if we both became hot wives. You're insane, Sally. Jimmy would never agree to something like that. Why would he? What's in it for him? Sally shrugged. You've just got to frame it the right way. Honey, if you really love me, you'll let me explore this. Then you calm him down by saying, it's just sex. It won't change anything between us. Mary let out a sarcastic laugh. Oh, sure that'll work. And if I become a hot wife, does that mean he gets to cheat too? Of course not, Sally exclaimed. Harold isn't allowed to cheat. I'd kill him if he even tried. So husbands don't cheat, but wives do, Mary asked, raising an eyebrow. And you think Jimmy would go along with that? Maybe, Sally replied. You've just got to be convincing. Convincing? Mary snorted. Like, Jimmy, I'm not satisfied with just you. I need to try something new, but it doesn't mean I don't love you. That'll go over great. Sally grinned. Exactly. You're delusional, Mary said flatly. Have you actually told Harold all of this? Yes, Sally admitted. Well, he wasn't really listening, though. Mary laughed. That's probably the first truthful thing you've said all day. Wait, who told you about this hot wife stuff? Brenda, in the marketing department. She says it's amazing and that she gets a fresh man whenever she wants. Brenda? Mary asked, her face scrunching up. The Brenda who works in sales? The one everyone calls a lecherous mess? Is she a hot wife? Yes, Sally said. Her husband lets her sleep with other guys because he loves her so much and doesn't want to lose her. Or, Mary said dryly, because they have 3 kids and he can't afford to divorce her. That's not fair, Sally protested. Maybe Brenda's a bad example, but wouldn't it be fun? What about that guy at the gym? You've said he's really hot. Sally, stop. Mary cut her off. Even if I wanted to, Jimmy would never let me bring another man into our house. He'd grab his shotgun before that happened. Your loss, Sally muttered. I'm going to tell Harold tonight that I'm becoming a hot wife, and there's nothing he can do about it. Later that night, Jimmy glanced out the window and frowned. What's going on over at Harold's place? Mary joined him and gasped. Oh my God, Harold just threw Sally's suitcases out onto the lawn. Jimmy's eyes widened. He just shoved her out the front door. Did you see that? He kicked her so hard. She fell off the porch. Mary shook her head in disbelief. Looks like Harold didn't take that hot wife idea very well, huh?